Cause wait a goddamn minute. Why am I so late to the party? Why didn't I know about Aaron Pierre? That's Mufasa. And Teyana Taylor. Baby, what? Oh, you're gonna love me. That shit looks so divine. It's almost look like they was made for each other. Them motherfucking pictures look like they supposed to be in an art museum. Like that shit looks so fucking French kid. I am here for it. I am here for it. That gotta be the reason why Lori was like, nah, I'm cool on him. Because you know Lori is not turning down no new bake, baby. She would have ate it up real quick. Oh, I'm just hurt for it. They look so damn good together. Like, what?
Welcome back to StarHush, where the tea is always hot and the drama never sleeps. And today, we've got Iman Shumpert out here showing his whole bitterness because he cannot stand the fact that Teyana Taylor has officially moved on with her new man, Aaron Pierre, aka Mufasa himself. If you thought Iman was going to be mature about this and let his ex-wife enjoy her happiness, you thought wrong. Because baby, he is making sure that Teyana's glow-up does not come without some unnecessary mess. And trust me, this situation is going from awkward ex energy to full-on obsession. So let's break it all the way down. Teyana and Aaron shocked the world when they finally stepped out together in public, confirming what fans had been whispering about for months. These two had been keeping things low-key, but once they popped out, it was game over. People were celebrating, gushing over how good they looked together, and praising Teyana for upgrading from the nonsense she dealt with in her past relationship. But while the fans were eating it up, Iman? Oh, he was somewhere punching the air. Now, we already knew he wasn't taking this well, but what he did next? Pure desperation.
A lot of wounds are being closed and aided at this point, and the wounds are being nurtured as well and closed up for good, you know. So I think for me, this is my chapter of healing.
Word on the street is that Iman allegedly tried to run up on Aaron at an Oscars after party after seeing him and Teyana getting extra affectionate. Yes, you heard that right. Iman allegedly tried to press Aaron like we're in some kind of high school hallway fight. And let's just say Aaron was not here for the foolishness. Rumors are flying that Aaron didn't just brush it off.
Now, I can't say I'm mad. I might even be happy. But damn, another one bites the dust. And I can't be mad because I can't fight. I can't fight.
He went and filed a whole restraining order against Iman. Whoo, you can't make this up. But if you think that means the drama is over, think again. This is only the beginning, because Iman is moving like he's on a mission to make sure Teyana doesn't get to enjoy her new romance in peace. And let's be honest, Iman's reaction is making him look real insecure, because while he's out here throwing fits, Aaron is out here winning. He's got major roles lined up, his name is buzzing in Hollywood, and now he's dating one of the most talented and beautiful women in the game. Meanwhile, Iman is...
Even just when everybody heard that, like, me and my husband had threesomes before, it was like, oh, she's willing to do that to keep a man. I'm like, nah, that was on me.
What? Posting cryptic Instagram stories, playing bitter X on social media, doing whatever it is he's trying to do in music. I mean, let's be real for a second, a millisecond. Aaron Pierre is having a moment. Between his rising Hollywood career and now dating Teyana, his stock is only going up. And you know that's driving Iman crazy. Oh, y'all thought Iman was just gonna sit back and take this L in silence? Nah, because this man has been out here moving like a whole soap opera villain ever since Teyana Taylor popped out with her new boo, Aaron Pierre. And let's just say, the jealousy is so strong, you can smell it through the screen.
I'm like, bro, it's cool. I can't do nothing now. Like, you know, dated 2 pictures and went back on. It was weird, but it was like.
I mean, it was real. This girl was invested.
Like, I guess we just gotta deal with it.
Now, word on the street is that Iman is out here spreading some wild accusations about Teyana. He's allegedly been telling anyone who will listen that Teyana has been neglecting their kids just to chase after Aaron. Yep, you heard that right. This man is trying to flip the script and paint her out to be some kind of deadbeat mom just because she's happy and moving on. Make it make sense. Like, how you gonna be the reason this whole marriage fell apart and try to make her look bad when she finally finds some peace? Because let's not forget, Iman was the one out here wilding with multiple women while he had a whole wife and family at home. And it wasn't just some one-time mistake. Oh no, this man had a history of stepping out, and the worst part, he wasn't even being careful about it. The street's been talking for years about how Iman was allegedly out here creeping without protection, putting Teyana at risk while playing around with side chicks left and right. And if that wasn't messy enough, people started putting the pieces together and realized this man had been stepping out since before they even got married. But wait, it gets juicier. When they first tied the knot, it didn't take long before Iman got exposed for sneaking around with another woman. And what made this whole situation even messier was that this wasn't just some random one-night fling. See, Teyana had previously admitted that she and Iman had on occasion invited other women into their bedroom. So, when rumors started swirling that Iman had gone behind her back with a woman that they both had been involved with before, people were shocked, but not too shocked. Like, sir, how you gonna have your cake, eat it too, and still try to go behind her back? That's the definition of greedy. But the real plot twist, just when folks thought this drama couldn't get any wilder, Teyana suddenly wiped her entire Instagram and Twitter clean. And you know what that means? When a celeb clears out their socials, they either about to drop some serious news, or they are done with the nonsense. So the real question is, what's next? Because clearly, this breakup isn't just about moving on. Iman is on a full-blown sabotage mission, and Teyana is moving in silence. Now listen, when a woman erases herself from social media, something is definitely going down behind the scenes. And that's exactly what had folks side-eyeing Iman Shumpert when Teyana Taylor suddenly vanished from Twitter and Instagram. See, this wasn't just some random digital detox. The timing was too perfect. Rumors were already flying that Iman had been messing around barely 2 months into their marriage and Teyana's sudden disappearance. Oh, it only added more fuel to the fire. People started piecing things together like they were part of the FBI, convinced that the whispers about Iman's extracurricular activities were more than just internet gossip. But then, out of nowhere, Teyana jumped in to shut it all down. She came out swinging, telling the world that Iman had never been unfaithful and people were just desperate for drama. In a now infamous statement, she wrote, "1, I never even seen or touched that girl in my life. My page is gone because I'm upset at Def Jam for not dropping my WTP video on time. Per usual. 3, it's really sad that the lies are entertained so much more than the truth. 4, Iman is not dumb. He knows I'd kill him in the story." Now the internet heard her, but did they believe her? That's a whole different story. Because the streets were already buzzing with rumors that Teyana was just covering for Iman, standing by her man no matter what. And then 2023 happened. A certain someone, let's just say an insider with tea hotter than boiling water, dropped a whole dramatic reenactment of a story she claimed to have gotten from someone deep in the industry. And while she never mentioned names, she described a married ex-NBA player who had a serious cheating problem. But here's where it gets really messy. She went on to claim that this man's infidelity wasn't just a little side drama. It was so bad that it broke his wife, sending her to the hospital from pure stress and heartbreak. And let's be real, it didn't take much for people to put 2 and 2 together. Before long, all eyes were locked on Teyana and Iman. The internet detectives were working overtime, and suddenly those old rumors didn't seem so crazy anymore. But hold on, because she didn't stop there. She doubled down on the drama, claiming that the real reason this so-called mystery woman ended up in the hospital wasn't just from a broken heart. Nope. She alleged that things got way too wild, that she went a little too hard on that extracurricular party life and ended up overdosing. Now, if that wasn't enough, fans started digging and realized that this timeline was way too close to Teyana's sudden performance cancellation. See, about a month before all this tea spilled, Teyana had to pull out of a show, citing exhaustion. But was it really exhaustion, or was it something else? At this point, the internet was practically begging Teyana to finally come clean and admit that maybe, just maybe, Iman wasn't the angel she had been defending all these years. But guess what? Teyana stood her ground. Even with all these whispers, all these coincidences, and all these side eyes, she refused to throw Iman under the bus. She clapped back at the internet, calling everyone nosy liars and making it clear she wasn't about to let the streets control her narrative. Now Teyana Taylor might have been ride or die for Iman Shumpert, but when does loyalty start looking like denial? Because when the internet came knocking with cheating allegations, she was swinging left and right, defending him like her life depended on it. When folks started whispering about Iman stepping out on her, she did not hold back. She went straight to her socials, calling out everyone who was pushing the rumors and daring them to bring receipts. She wrote, "The person who sent in this cap TikTok story is a fool. The person who reenacted the cap story is a fool, and she better have her court coin ready. Most importantly, where are the receipts?" Oh, nobody? I mean, absolutely nobody can make Petunia overdose on a damn thing. I'd kill him in my finance, put him in a nice suit, bury him myself before I let him or anybody push me to drugs or take myself out. Whew, she was not playing. Teyana was going above and beyond to shield Iman and protect their marriage. But the real question is, why was she doing all the work? Because let's be real, Iman never once came out to deny those cheating rumors himself. He just sat back silent, watching Teyana go to war for him, while the internet continued dragging her name through the mud. And here's where it gets even more suspicious. He didn't even bother to like or repost her statement. Now, why would a man who's truly innocent let his wife take all that heat by herself? That was the first major red flag. And sure enough, it got to a point where Teyana could no longer convince anyone that Iman was faithful, because his own side piece came with receipts. Word in the streets was that this mystery woman wasn't just some random fling. She had been waiting for Iman to finally cut Teyana off and commit to her. And when she realized he wasn't about to leave his wife, she decided to take matters into her own hands. Because let's be honest, why would you even want a man who's out here creeping? But hey, some people love the drama. So what did Miss Sidepiece do next? She dropped a video. And when I tell you the internet went wild, I mean it. Because clear as day, you could hear Iman's voice in the background. At that point, there was no saving face. The jig was up, but she wasn't done yet. She doubled down and posted a picture of herself flexing in Iman's chain. And listen, that chain was way too familiar. Everyone knew that Iman only had one of those. And just like that, it was confirmed. They had been messing around behind Teyana's back this entire time. And here's the craziest part. These new side pieces are getting bold. Back in the day, mistresses at least knew how to move in silence. But in the 2020s, they're out here posting full-blown evidence like they're starring in a reality show. And you would think that after all that proof, Teyana would finally stop defending Iman, right? Wrong. Because she still wasn't ready to let go. But at what point does standing by your man turn into standing in your own way? Teyana Taylor could have dragged Iman Shumpert for absolute filth. She could have aired him out with no mercy, let the world know exactly what kind of man he really is. But instead, she took the high road. She asked everyone to ease up on him, saying, "In all fairness, Iman and I were separated and have been for a while. To be 1000% clear, infidelity ain't one of the reasons for our departure. We are still one hell of a team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children. The only reason I'm even sharing this part of the chat is because the narratives are getting a little out of hand, and it's unfair to all parties involved. I hope this provided some clarity for you all." Now, at this point, you'd think the least he could do was keep his mouth shut and just let her protect his image, right? Because let's be real, a woman standing 10 toes down for a man that publicly embarrassed her is rare in this industry. But did Iman take that blessing and run with it? Nope. Instead, he decided to turn around and play victim, trying to flip the narrative like he was the one who suffered in the relationship. And here's where it gets truly disgusting. Rather than taking accountability, he had the audacity to throw Teyana under the bus, telling folks that she was the problem, and even going as far as calling her a witchy as an excuse for his own cheating. Then he dropped this wild story about an alleged incident, claiming, I was downstairs with my headphones on, playing PlayStation, and she started hitting me. I used to work with special ed kids and was taught to hold them from behind with a bear hug to calm them down. I yelled for my siblings and went upstairs where my mother was at. What? Now, this was the final straw for Teyana. And when she clapped back, whoo, she did not hold back, because this time she was done covering for him. She let it all out, everything. She revealed just how toxic their marriage had been behind closed doors. She exposed Iman for his deep insecurities, not just in their relationship, but in himself. She said that he was jealous of her fame, even though he was the one making millions playing basketball. She said he felt threatened by her success, despite the fact that she wasn't even making nearly as much as he was. And she dropped the real bombshell: the man was insecure to his core. She revealed he would constantly send her text messages filled with condescending, manipulative language whenever she was in the spotlight. Imagine having a wife that supports you, uplifts you, never drags your name, and instead of being grateful, you try to break her down. Teyana Taylor has finally pulled back the curtain on the reality of her marriage to Iman Shumpert, and it's way uglier than anyone expected. She revealed that throughout their entire relationship, she was constantly walking on eggshells, trying to keep the peace because Iman just couldn't handle seeing her shine. And it didn't stop there. She claimed he would intentionally pick fights with her over nothing, even on her own birthday, just to turn around and apologize like nothing happened. And if that ain't the definition of manipulation, I don't know what is. She even admitted that she had to dim her own light, shrink herself, just to make sure her marriage didn't fall apart. And how did she do that? By turning down career-changing acting roles after she gave birth, thinking that if she put family first, it would bring stability. But that was the biggest mistake of all. Because guess what? The second her career slowed down and she wasn't bringing in as much money as before, suddenly Iman had a whole new problem with her. After years of holding him down, years of making sacrifices for their relationship, he flipped the script and started coming at her for not contributing enough financially. The same man who couldn't handle her success now had an issue with her making less money. It was a lose-lose situation. And that's when she finally realized no matter what she did, no matter how much she gave up, it was never going to be enough. Then, TMZ dropped even more bombshells that made it clear this marriage was beyond saving. Teyana reportedly fought tooth and nail to keep her family together, even when Iman was emotionally and mentally abusive towards her. She tried to make it work through all the chaos, the gaslighting, and the disrespect, only for him to turn around and betray her all over again. And get this, she was the one who used her own Hollywood connections to get him gigs and opportunities when his NBA career was fading. She set him up for success when she could have just focused on her own career. And how did he repay her? By bickering, tearing her down, and ultimately getting caught up in another cheating scandal. That was the final straw. By 2021, Teyana had already begun the divorce process in secret, knowing there was nothing left to fight for. And honestly, after everything she endured, it's a miracle she even stayed that long. Teyana and Iman's story could have ended with peace, but instead, it took a dark turn filled with manipulation, emotional control, and second chances that only led to more heartbreak. After everything she had endured, Teyana tried to walk away. She filed for divorce in 2022, making it clear that she was done with the emotional roller coaster Iman kept putting her through. But here's where things get messy, because less than 24 hours after filing, she suddenly called off the divorce and told her legal team to withdraw the paperwork. Why? Because Iman had convinced her to stay, and despite all the damage, she gave him another chance. But that chance didn't last long. His insecurity kept growing as his NBA career faded, and instead of focusing on his next chapter, he took out his frustrations on Teyana. In court documents, she revealed that she felt manipulated, controlled, and emotionally drained, until she finally pulled the trigger for good in January 2023. And honestly, she had every reason to. The wildest part, even after all that, Iman still tried to flip the narrative and make her out to be the aggressor. But Teyana wasn't having it. She made it clear she had receipts to back up every single claim she made in those divorce filings, and Iman was smart enough not to test her. He knew one wrong move could push her to expose everything. So for a while, things seemed calm. It looked like they were co-parenting in peace and trying to move forward without the extra drama. But then came Aaron Pierre, and suddenly Iman was losing it. The moment Aaron entered the picture, Iman went from being quiet to straight up crashing out. Teyana and Aaron first popped up together at the 15% Pledge Gala, and just days later, they made another major appearance at the American Black Film Festival Gala. And listen, they weren't just stepping out, they were making a statement. Every look, every moment, every lingering touch. The chemistry, unmatched, the style, on point. But what really got people talking? That hug. When Aaron won his Rising Star Award, Teyana was right there. And the moment they embraced, it was clear this wasn't just a friendly congrats. That was a full-body, slow, lingering, we are definitely together type of hug. And the internet lost it. Fans ate it up because Teyana deserves happiness, and from the looks of it, Aaron Pierre is delivering. But guess who isn't here for it? Yep, her ex Iman. And from what's being whispered, he's not handling this well at all. Word on the street is that Iman is spiraling hard over Teyana, moving on. In his perfect little world, she was supposed to sit at home, crying over him, not thriving with a new man who actually treats her right. Let's be real, he's just mad she leveled up. But now, the whispers are getting messier. Sources are saying he's so salty that he might actually be trying to take the kids away from her, out of pure spite. The irony though, this is coming from the same man that Teyana called out for not even showing up as a father in the first place. Y'all remember when she exposed him for putting their kids in danger, right? One particular shocking incident in the court documents claimed that Iman placed their young children in a rideshare alone in Chicago, having them dropped off at the United Center, unaccompanied. Meanwhile, he rode in a private car. 2 kids under 8 years old alone in a random rideshare in a strange city? Wild. And he's the one trying to call her a deadbeat? Make it make sense. But anyway, Teyana and Aaron finally took their relationship Instagram official, dropping some fire pictures from Oscar night. She captioned it, "Oscar night in black and white. No gray area." And y'all already know that sent Iman through the roof, because allegedly, he saw red and actually tried to jump Aaron at an event they both attended. Aaron though, he's not about that messy drama. He had people step in, diffuse the situation, and walked away like the king he is, without even needing to throw hands. But he wasn't taking any chances. So allegedly, he went ahead and filed a restraining order against Iman. And that was the moment Teyana finally snapped. Because after everything she had let slide, this was the final straw. She took Iman straight to court and cleaned him out. And baby, she won. Big time. According to reports, Teyana walked away with 4 houses worth over $10 million, a 7-figure payout, a $300,000 Maybach, a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter, a fully loaded tour bus, full ownership of all her businesses, $8,000 a month in child support. And on top of that, he has to cover their kids' private school tuition. Whew! Iman should have kept his hands to himself because it looks like he made the wrong woman mad and paid the price for it. Honestly, he messed around and found out. But what do you think? Do you feel like Teyana was justified in taking him for everything he had? Or do you think Iman set himself up for failure by coming for her one too many times? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to StarHush, and turn on those notifications so you never miss the tea. And while you're at it, check out this next video, because trust me, it's just as messy.